I'm going to show you one basic change that I know you should be making and your swing will not feel the same again, in a good way. Let's get into the drill. I'm Alex, I'm a PGA Golf professional and top 50 coach. Now, the reason why I want to show you this drill, take the shot we've got here. I've got about 80 yards. Now, this is the prime zone, isn't it? Whether you've hit it badly off the tee, you've had to chip out the trouble, or you've bulleted a drive down the fairway and you've got this left into a hole. How often do we stand here and feel like you can't get through the ball? You might feel like you're fatting it, you might feel like you're thinning it, and these are all the things that I want you to avoid. Now, if you think about it this way, we all have, I guess, problems in our swing, whatever they are, whatever we're trying to work on. But sometimes these are characteristics. For example, we're all made differently, might even get out of bed differently one day to the next. But what I want you to think about today's video is a set of rules that are going to give you control of your strike around this yardage. And as I said at the start, very, very key to lowering your scores. Now, this is just a tiny, tiny change that's really going to help you make that strike. You saw it in the thumbnail, but before that, listen to this analogy. Now, if I stood here with my feet, my hips and my shoulders all in one line and tried to throw you the golf ball, sort of flat-footed, I couldn't really turn my hips and I couldn't really get through it. It'd sort of be like that sort of motion. Now, look at this. If I just pull my left foot back, look how much easier it is for me to throw the golf ball and get through. It sort of just unlocks those hips, and that is what I want you to get from this. The understanding that on these short shots inside 100 yards, we need to have the hips on a slightly different angle to the shoulders to help us get through it and help us get that strike whilst still making sure we're aiming towards target. Okay, this is the drill. This is how you're going to practice it and bring it into your game. First things first, how you set it up is very, very important. So do pay close attention to this. So I've got my line and my golf ball. You can use this, a range ball, whatever it is. Get that pointing to where you want the ball to start, or let's say just pointing at the flag. The next thing I want you to put down is go and grab two golf clubs. Your first golf club just running parallel to that line. We're going to say that's our shoulder line. So where our shoulders want to be, parallel to our ball to target line. Vital. Now this is the key. I've now placed another golf club down, which is going to be our feet. It's going to help us keep our weight on our left side, and remember, like I said, the tiny change is unlocking those hips, that ability to get through the golf ball even on these short shots. Now, just really nice simple gauge for this. I know a lot of you really want to know exactly how you set it up. So look at this, got a golf ball coming close. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 golf balls width apart is that angle between the two golf clubs, okay? Really nice and simple. 1, 2, 3. It's not an exact science, but something around that. Remember, these are the rules. You might swing it how you swing it, but these are some rules that are going to really help you dial in that strike. Tiny change. Okay, let's now hit this one away, really dial in that club. So watch closely how I do that. Now, on a length of shot like this, I go 2 club head widths apart on the width of my stance, okay? I'm going to address the golf ball and then take my grip. I'm going to start off, okay, making sure I dial in the fact that my shoulders are parallel to this line, okay? I'm going to make sure then my feet are open or pointing slightly left down this line. So there should be a little bit of difference between where my hips are and where my shoulders are, and this just really allows me to get through. Keeping the weight on the left hand side, you're going to feel like you can really dial in that strike. Have a look at this for yourself. We've got on the left hand side of the screen where we started. So feet very much square onto where our shoulders are, and you can really see that you can't get through the golf ball very well. Gets a little bit more scoopy. Compare that into the other side of the screen, the right hand side of the screen, where I've got that drill set up. That tiny tweak in the terms of my hips and my feet being a little bit open to where my shoulders are, still being able to dial in my aim because my shoulders are parallel to the ball to target line, but allowing me to get through the shot. That's going to give you the strike. That's the tiny tweak I want you to make, and that is all you need to do on those shots to dial it in. Thanks so much for watching. Now, don't forget, right, this channel is powered by you, the viewers, so subscribe, comment down below, and I'll be sure to pick out your comment next.